Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Faris from Taskade. Thanks for joining us. And I see in the chat, Narek is here. Hi, Narek. Welcome back. Uh, how's everything? It's been a while. Okay. This week, I have a few updates to cover. Before I start, I think my connection has been a little bit funny this past week. So, um, if the stream is laggy for you, or if you can't hear me properly, just let me know and I'll try to figure things out. I've also opted not to use the background, and I hope that helps. Yeah, and let me see. Before we start, we have a question in the chat saying that you love Taskade, but you don't know where to start. Trying to leverage this as a client portal to communicate project status and resources with your career coaching and resume writing. And okay, Narek is on chat. Let me see. Um, okay. Uh, I think I'll let Narek continue the conversation, but let me see if I can help you out with today's live stream as well. Um, yeah. Okay. Let me first show you the upcoming updates that we have. I believe that some of these updates are not in production yet, so I will show it to you on the backend system. But it's interesting updates, and I'm actually quite excited to show it to you guys. Let me see. Okay, and as usual, let's take it step by step, take it slow. Uh, okay, here we go. Yep. I've prepared some notes for this week's live stream. So here are the upcoming updates to Taskade. Some of these features are already in, some of them are pending. And there is one feature that I'll be showing today, which is actually from last week. I didn't get the opportunity to share it, and that is the mail hook trigger. It's finally in, and I'll show you how to get it to work. I believe this is a very powerful feature, and let's take it step by step. I'll go from the top. Um, Very first feature that we're going to cover today is the import CSV to table in Taskade. So with this, you can just import CSV files easily, and it will turn it into a structured table that you can organize with custom fields and all the good stuff. Previously, what you could do was wasn't really import CSV to table. You can just like import a list view and you could toggle table view at the top like this, but it wasn't really like, the custom fields really wasn't that. With this update, let me share this part of the screen. I'll show it to you. Okay, cool. This is the staging side. So what you will see when this is live is there's the import function here. You click import and then import from CSV, and then you just drag your file in. Let me find my file. Okay, I have a sample file here. Drag it in. With simple custom fields, click import. And there, this is what it will look like. So for this table, I opted for something super simple. It's like an inventory table. So I got a wireless mouse, headphones, all the good stuff. Product ID, maybe you're keeping stock of that. And then there's the category of items, price, and stock. So maybe I'll show you what the sheet looks like, so you'll know what the original source was. Let me see. Okay. Share. Set. No, it's not working, but it's okay. Basically, I just wanted to show you guys the import to CSV feature. So this was from a CSV file. What I wanted to say basically was that it understands the custom fields that your CSV file has. So when you import it to Taskade, you'll have a easier time trying to navigate the space, and it will understand the CSV file properly. So this is I think it's a very important update, and I'm happy that it's here now. Yeah. And then let's see. toggling back to the, oh yeah, and as usual, if you have any questions, let me know or let the chat know. Today you have two experts. I think Dion is here and Narek is here as well. So if you do have any questions, today is the perfect time to ask it. Either they could answer it for you or I'll be here to show it to you. So it's the best time. um, all right. There was the import CSV table. That was a very quick update, quality of life update. And I think yesterday there was a question that I received from different sources, which were asking me on importing tables from agent chat. So I believe right now when you import your agent chat and you bring it over to a table, the data isn't really shown properly. So a workaround that users have found is to import as CSV instead. So I submitted a ticket for the devs to take a look at it, and yeah, I'm sure they will have a look at it. And if the feature does come, I'll show it to you guys first. Okay, that was import CSV to table. So let's complete this task. Okay, the next one is smarter AI forms for signups, leads, and more. So basically, what this means is we have automation trigger, which is called AI form, and I'll show it to you. But with this update, basically, we've just given more fields to the form. So you can now enter phone numbers and email addresses, and basically this cleans up the form. And if it was a customer-facing form, it look neater and nicer. Let's create a form together and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'll go to my live stream workspace. Let's see. I'll go to the top. Quick automations. Okay, let's just create a new one. New automation. Let's start from scratch. And let's make a form together with the updates for this week. So to start a form trigger, you have to click on add trigger and it's called form. There we go. So this is what it looks like. Click form. This is the contents of the form. And if you want to view the form, you have to click share here. Oops. Yeah, you have to save changes first. Always save your changes. I have had times where I was creating a complicated and complex automation and I forgot to press save changes and I went over to share and I lost everything. So painful lesson. Always save whatever changes that you make. I believe Narek has went through this as well. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I have nothing now, so it just says my form run. Okay, let's pretend we're making let's just say we're collecting customer leads. So maybe let's say oops, customer details. Okay, details here. This is very makeshift, but let me see. So it was phone number. So the way you add it is you can add short text, and there's a button here. You can choose either email or phone. So let's just say email, and you this is what the customer would see. So you say email address, enter email address here, and then another one. Let's do for phone number, click phone, enter phone number here. Okay, and so let's save changes. Go to share. This is what the customer would see. So I probably should have put down name there, but let's see. Email address, person will put like something at email.com, and then phone number. Yeah, there we go. They will just enter the number and choose where they're from. I don't know. There we go. Yep. So it's a helpful quality of life update. And then let's see what else we can do here. Let's have a sample maybe. Okay, so you can also customize the form and page. So basically, what it means is when customers fill up the form, oh yeah, see this button is called run. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense for customers to see the word run. So maybe you would want to change it to submit details. Okay, so if you save changes right now, this is what people will see. Email address, phone number, and then they will submit details. But then what happens after they submit the form, it'll be nice to sort of thank them for the time. And here we can do that like this. We go to the form end page, enable it, and then just enter the text that you want to show people after they've submitted the form. So maybe, thank you for submitting form. And save changes. Okay, I'll remove the phone number field for now. I think I accidentally showed my number to you guys, but it's okay. Okay, save changes. Let's see. Yeah, there's no action here, so there's just trigger, and then there's no next step. Let's just see if it works. Usually, ideally, what you would do is someone enters a form here, and you create a project, and put the trigger there. Sorry, put the action there, so it submits the email to the table. Let's see. Submit details. No, you know what? I actually think it might lead to an error. I should do the whole step. Let's not be lazy. Yep, sorry. This one's on me. All right, let's do a whole flow together then. All right, so first let's create a table. Let's create a new, start a blank project. Live stream customer table. Do I want to use a table? Yeah, let's use table. Or list. Maybe let's just do list. Okay. Let's see. Customer details. Okay, very makeshift, but I guess this works. Let's see. This is the project. Let's go to the automation, customer details. Here. And in the form, let's add another field for name. One to here. Let's do name. Okay, maybe this works. Okay. So this is the trigger. And then what happens after this trigger, I'll want to add a task into the project that I just created. So let's do add task to a new task to a project. So it goes step by step. So it's very sequential. So let's go to the live stream customer table project. Block, I have one called customer details. What do I want to add as the task? Let's see, let's just add the name. And this is from the form. So if you have more details in the form, you will it will add the information there. So maybe I want to do name. Maybe I want to say name. And then perhaps I want to do email address, position. Let's just always add it at the end. Due date, save changes. I believe I have a form output, right? Let's check. Yep. Okay. So let's just say, let's make this nice. Wait. Jumbo. Yeah, let's try. Okay, here you go. Thanks for submitting the form. You wrote, this was the details that we wrote, and you can submit form again if you want. But if you want to check if the automation worked or not, few ways you can do this. Actually, one good way. One is to just check the table, see if it's updated. But another way you can do this is to click on runs, and you'll see that the automation is completed. And then the way you check is you go back to the project that we created just now, live stream customer table, and here you go, name and email. This is makeshift because I just wanted to show you guys how the automation triggers. But ideally, the best way to do this would be to use a table with some custom fields and update it accordingly. Okay, and that was the form update. I just wanted to show you that there are new triggers, new fields for the forms. And let's see, I see that we have some questions on the chat. Let's see if there's any for me. Okay, and then use that as a product of okay. Uh, okay, cool. Let me see. Um, let's see. We have the project level automation controls left. And then the easy image generation with DALL.E. That one's cool. I'll show it to you after this. Mail hook trigger and support for Gmail attachments. Let's see. For the project level automation controls, the automate menu now inside the projects now includes both triggers and actions. So this lets you quickly set up project-based automations right where you work. So basically what this means is simply this button here. If you click on automate, it shows you everything. It shows you triggers and actions. So let's just say if you want to be let's say if Dion wants to be updated on every single task that I covered in the live stream, what I could possibly do is this is a live stream project, right? I click on automate and maybe I choose a trigger as task completed. And when this happens, it will automatically bring me to the automate page. And then if you click on the trigger, you will see that it's automatically linked to the live stream page that we were on. And basically, the trigger is every time a task is completed in this live stream page, something would happen. So probably if I wanted to tell Leon of the task that was completed, I probably do it at step maybe I'll send him a Slack message, direct message. I didn't connect, but your message would be like something like is covered, and then the task content during the live stream. So that way, every time I check off a task, Dion will get a direct message from Taskade saying that I completed this task during the live stream. Yeah, so that's this update. Let me go back. Okay, that was the project level automation controls. For me, usually I prefer to create automations, on the automation page. So basically here, that's just been my habit. So I'm not used to creating automation straight from a project, but I'll give it more, I'll try it out more. And when I get good at it, I'll show it to you guys. But if you do use this feature, I believe is a helpful feature because now you can see both triggers and actions in the project view as well. So that's quite neat. Okay, now an update that is interesting. Easy image generation with DALL.E. And I believe people have been asking for this for a while now, and it's finally here. So I think the title speaks for itself. You can now generate images, and the way you do this is via an automation in Taskade. Still a work in progress, but I tested it out and it works well. We're still working on making it easier to use, and we're working on the help center articles to make sure that you'll know how to use it when it's out. But basically, or I believe it's already up. But yeah, we are polishing up the help center articles. But this is what it looks like. So I'm using a form trigger for this. Basically, the form is called generate image with DALL.E. And basically, what this form is basically changes here prompt. So this is the prompt that you want to give to DALL.E. So maybe you'll type it out after this. Let me show you the flow first. So what you want to do is have a form trigger with a prompt. You can do it there. Okay, already in production. So this is already live. You can try it out right now. What you could do is instead of a form trigger, you can maybe create a table with a bunch of prompts. And every time, maybe every time you complete a task, it takes the contents of that task completed and sends it to the automation, and you generate an image like that. But I believe you do have to pay for some OpenAI credits in order for this to work. So yeah, you might not want to spam image generation in that sense. Okay, but Okay, so I can't show you the second step because I'll have my OpenAI key there, but basically it's just a duplicate of this. So what it will look like is, I'll show you here, the add step, DALL.E, and this is what it will look like. So method post, URL, I'll just leave it like as this. And then the important part that you want to take note of is the authorization. So you see this bearer OpenAI API key. What you're meant to do is basically leave bearer there. This is important in order for the automation to work. But OpenAI API key, basically replace it with your OpenAI key. So I think it's like probably like SK something something, and there's some numbers inside, and probably a dash, not sure, but it will look something like this. And leave the word bearer there, just replace the OpenAI key part and it will work. If you remove bearer, I believe it won't work. We did that yesterday and it didn't work. So yeah, leave bearer there, just copy paste your key there. Now, JSON body, this is where the prompt would come in. So by default, yeah, you will generate an image of a cute baby sea otter, but maybe we don't want a cute baby sea otter. Maybe we want a angry tiger. So let's do that for this automation. But what I would do is to first replace this with, oops. Maybe I'll do this. There, here we go, prompt. Prompt. So basically this means instead of generating the sea otter picture, every time this automation runs, the prompt will be the form trigger over here, and it will be whatever that I wrote. And then usually I would just delete this part. Yeah, this is what I will usually just keep, and then the automation will be ready to run. So let us click right now. Delete this step. Delete this step. Again, I can't show you this one because my OpenAI API key is there in order for this to work. But yeah, let's save changes. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to create a prompt. So let's go. You might hear some sirens. I live on the 19th floor, but there was an accident earlier this morning downstairs. So they're quite busy at work. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so for the prompt, what did I want to do? Angry tiger. Yeah, tiger. An angry tiger eating an apple. No, let's just try and click generate image, and then we wait for the automation to run. I wonder if you guys can hear the sirens because I can through my headphones. Let me know if you hear sirens. Right. Here we go. And now the image has been generated. Now we click on it and there, yeah, there we go. There's an angry tiger eating an apple. Yeah, so this one's cool. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's interesting. Okay, so basically this was the DALL-E integration. This was one use case of it. Can't really think of others, but I believe if you want to generate, multiple images at once, you don't have to like you're looking for me, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to, I don't know, go to DALL-E. I can just do it here. Basically, the point that I want to reiterate is this part. Let me do it again. What is it called? Just remember that for this to work, you have to replace the OpenAI API key with your API key, and you need to have credits in your OpenAI account. Excuse me. So basically, if you just created a key and you used it, I don't think it will work. You have to prepay for the credits before you can use it. So I believe the minimum account is 5 USD. Minimum amount is 5 USD. So that's what I added. And yeah, I think for this image generation, it wasn't really too expensive. Let me just double check how much I have left. I had 5 USD worth of credit yesterday. I generated 3 images, and now I have 4.95 USD. So it just cost like 0.5 cents to generate 3 images. So perhaps that's it. You maybe can go crazy and spam images, and I don't know why you would do that for, but yeah, you can. All right. Yeah, there was generating images with DALL.E via Taskade. So this one's cool. Yeah, thanks Dion for this update. I yesterday I couldn't figure it out, but when I figured it out, it was fun. Yeah. Okay, now the mail hook trigger. Mm, since Dion said, as a side note, if you customize this as an agent tool, you can get images by asking your agent. Ah, the form is just used as an example. Yep. And direct us, is it support in agent chat though? Yeah. I'll let the experts talk it out and then we can learn from them as well. All right. Mail hook trigger. So for this one, basically what it means is you can now previously, in order to trigger automations with email, you had to filter through the email, and when a keyword pops up, that's when the automation runs. A more effective way of doing this is via the mail hook trigger. So basically, you can just send email from to Taskade, and it will run an automation for you. So I have an update. I have updated something here. I believe I have to go to the staging side. Oh, bye Tiger. Here we go. I have this. Okay, so I believe in this example, what I wanted to do is basically, I believe I have an agent here. Agent, yeah, I have a Taskade agent FAQ bot. So basically, what I wanted to do was create a bot that knows everything about Taskade agents. The prompt is super simple. You know everything about Taskade. Use your knowledge to answer my questions, and users will ask you questions related to Taskade AI agents. Use your knowledge and answer them clearly. So just some custom stuff here. The most important part of this agent is actually the knowledge because it needs to know everything there is to know about Taskade. And a simple way that I like to do this is basically train it with a Taskade project, and that's exactly what I did here. So I added knowledge again here, knowledge. You have to enable knowledge and add project. So I have a knowledge from Mailhook project that I created specifically for this demo. And let me show you the project. It looks like this. Knowledge from Mailhook. So I ran the automation yesterday, so it already has the knowledge sources, but let me send them. Let me show you the automation, run it one more time so that you know what it looks like. So let's delete this so that there's nothing here. So this project is now empty. What we'll do is go to automation, Mailhook to agent knowledge. This is the automation I created. All right, and then this is the Mailhook. The trigger is called Mailhook. So you'll get this unique email for this flow. So what you'll do is you'll just copy this and send your email to this address. So when it works, it will show you that it works. So yeah, so yesterday I tried it, I failed, I did something wrong. So I corrected that and it worked. Again, runs is how you check if your automation succeeded or not. So again, Mailhook, trigger is called Mailhook. Send it to this URL, and then that is the trigger. So after this URL receives an email, what will happen is Taskade will add a task. So basically for this automation, what I did was I added to this knowledge from Mailhook project, and then the content is just basically the email body of my email. So okay, let me see. I'll send the email now. Okay, I sent it. Just give it some time. Let's check. It's running now. It received the email, but it's processing the stuff in the email. So the contents of the email are just articles from our help center regarding Taskade's AI agents. So just give it some time to add to the project. And basically when it finishes its run, what will happen is the project that, here we go. Let's see. It's the formatting is a bit off. I think in my email I didn't really format it well. But basically what you see here is These are just articles that I selected from our help center regarding Taskade's AI agents. So I'll open it for you to see. There you go. So it's just everything you need to know about agents, and it's multiple articles. And what essentially happens now is your AI agent, the Taskade agent FAQ bot, knows everything there is to know about Taskade's AI agents because it's trained with a project that contains links for on Taskade's AI agents. So this is just one use case. There's a few other use cases you can do it. For me personally, I have one for Taskade automations, which I train with links from our Automation Hub Center articles. Um, so basically, what that just means is instead of me having to read through all of our automation articles, this agent just knows everything. So maybe I can ask it like, maybe let's say I forgot how to do branches, and I could say like, how do I do branches in Taskade? It will crawl that article, get the information that I need, and basically teach me how to do a branch in Taskade. So this update helps you do just that from a mail hook trigger. Yeah, that's it. Any questions? Let me know. You have two super experts in the chat, Narek and Dion. Thanks for joining me, guys. Okay, let me see. That was a mail hook trigger. I have, and we did DALL-E image generation as well. I have one more, which is the support for Gmail attachments. For this one, Dion, I believe you mentioned that you're still cleaning this up to make it easier to understand. But I'll just show it to the users just to show them like a sneak preview of what's incoming in the next update. Okay, let me see. So basically, what was this update called again? Support for Gmail attachments. So now, previously with email, what you could do was just text-based stuff, like the trigger sections. You can send emails, receive emails, but usually we just deal with the text. So now this update helps you deal with the attachments as well. So if you got an important file in your inbox, now the Gmail integration can grab it for you. Yeah, so we capture docs, reports, resources, and keep everything moving. And so how to use it is like this: add the Gmail trigger to an automation, and we could use a mail hook for that as well, and we configure it. And there's a note here says that you're working on it to make the data easier to access. Yeah, but it can handle multiple attachments of different types of data. So let me show you something, and I believe Dion created this as a demo. So basically, this is what it looks like. You have a trigger, which is Gmail. Every time a new email comes in, it will trigger the whole automation, which basically says the variable is the attachments of the new email. See, attachments, and then it will go on a loop. And basically, if you have multiple files, you'll just crawl through all the files. And what this does is upload file to media. Oop, there's a few here. So upload file to media does just this. It uploads the file URLs into your workspace or folders so that you can use it straight away. Then if the URL is empty, it will just continue. Okay. So let's say if you have two items, you will loop this 2 times and upload it to your Taskade workspace media portion. So yeah, that's just it. Basically now it will save all the files that you have. I assume this would be one possible use case is if you had, let me see, important company training manuals and you wanted to save it in your Taskade, probably like your company workspace or something. You can do that right now. So instead of like downloading it into your computer, opening Taskade and re-uploading it, you can just send an email through and it will just download it for you. And you can then use that maybe to train your AI agent, maybe stuff like that, or even send it to people in your company via Slack update, Slack message. Yeah, I think the possibilities are quite endless, but basically this update just helps you send attachments to your Taskade project. Yeah. Yeah, and so this trigger is new email. So basically, by this logic, it means that every time you get a new email, you will just save all the attachments here. But maybe let's say you're someone that gets a lot of emails. Probably you can do mail hook, right? Yeah. You can do mail hook. So every time this URL receives the email, so means it's triggered by intent. So let's say you want this document to be in this project or folder. So you can send an email yourself to this address, and it will continue through the loop. Or no, then maybe we should do mail hook. Beyond, does that mean that we can't do this with mail hook yet? Okay, while waiting for Dion, then maybe let's just go back to the new email trigger. So yeah, so right now I think the way it works is it has to be a new email trigger, and then the loop happens. But yeah, if you're using this, I believe that you can probably add filters. And I know I have an automation where I filter through emails from John, and the filter has filters for a keyword which is called what was it? I believe it's called personal. Yeah. So every time the keyword personal comes in, I know that I will automatically create a Taskade project from that. I mean, the automation will automatically create a Taskade project from that email. And what I have to do then is basically go to the project and vet through the copies that he's written. So that's one of the ways that you can do it. Let me see. Okay, I believe that's all the updates that I have for today. Yeah, so let me see. So we went through the importing CSV tables, the updates to AI forms, project level automation controls, easy image generation with DALL.E, mailhook trigger, and support for Gmail attachments. Um, okay, and yeah, if you have questions, Dion's in the chat. Narek is in the chat as well. These are the experts from the Taskade community. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. On my end, I want to show you guys one last thing before we go, and it will be the AI kits collection. We've added more kits to the collection. So in case you don't know what AI kits are, this is just our way of packaging entire AI workflows, which consists of your projects, AI agents, automations into a simple kit. And with this kit now, you can just probably here we go. This is one of the new kits. I'll show it to you. What you can do with kits is basically download entire working AI workflows in a click. Yeah. So previously, if you wanted to share this bundle of items, you would have to share the projects individually. And then there are three agents here you have to share. Oh, no, sorry, four agents here. You have to share four agents individually. And then the automation will not know where the agents go in the flow. So you have to redo the automation, and yeah, everything will be scattered, and they won't communicate with each other. But when you download the kit, everything is in perfect tandem, so the automation will understand what it's supposed to do. It travels as a unit, and you can just download it and use it straight away. So yeah, AI kits are very powerful. We are still creating. I am still in the process of creating more kits. Let me see. The new kits that we have would be the marketing launch kit, new hire onboarding kit, customer feedback kit. And basically, what we're trying to do is whenever we receive requests for new kits, we'll try and create it. And when we create it, we'll put it here and we post it on our socials as well. So the featured kits are here. These are the really good ones that we are really, really proud of. The other kits are here, and they are also good because we spend a lot of time to create these kits. Take some time to create, but everyone is tested rigorously, and it shouldn't break. If it breaks, please let me know, because then I have to fix it. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, and probably if you work in content, maybe if you want to experiment with automating some Twitter posts or LinkedIn posts, we can also automate Facebook page posting. But one of the ones that I really like is the blog post automation. Keep this one, yeah. So this one's really powerful. So Frontier agent. No, there's one even more powerful one, I think. Give me a sec. Let me find it for you. It should be, it's content creation. Yeah, it's content creation. This one should be powerful. Mm, this is powerful, but this is not the one I wanted to show you. Let me see. Uh, Maybe it's under feature. Ah, yes, blog writing team kit. So, um, what this kit essentially does is it has two agents, which is trained with knowledge, and one is the blog writer agent. Another one is the SEO content evaluator agent. So traditionally in a blog writing workflow, someone would write the article, and after that, there'll be an SEO person who suggests optimizations for the article to make it more readable and all that stuff, better, like for it to rank better on Google. So with this article, I took that idea and created this simple automation with two agents. And obviously, you can make this so much better if you want to. But basically, what happens here is there's a form, and I believe in this form, you have to enter your blog title and some stuff like your target audience, all the technical stuff. But what this does then is goes to the AI agent, the blog writing agent, and it drafts a blog article, like a whole article, and then it sends this article to the SEO agent, which then reads the article, and then this SEO agent is trained with Google EAT content guidelines. What am I saying? Content guidelines. So it just scans through the article and gives suggestions based on the article. And then basically it takes the article itself and the suggestions that it has, throws it back to this guy. So this guy writes it, this guy optimizes the article, he gives it back to the same person, this agent for blog writing, which then rewrites the whole article based on the SEO suggestions. And then what happens then is I created a Google Docs action here. So we will paste it in a Google Docs. The create project is just a fail-safe way. So in case this doesn't work, you will create a Taskade project for you. And yeah, with this flow, you'll get a fully optimized blog article in a Google Docs or Taskade project. But you can also take this a step further because we have a WordPress automation flow here. So what this does is, what I mean by this is you can actually go through this whole flow, and instead of creating a draft in Google Docs, you can just replace this with WordPress, connect your WordPress account, and basically set it to draft. I recommend don't set it to publish because AI stuff you still have to check through just in case. But basically with this, what it means is you can just have maybe even a project trigger, like just tick off a few tasks, automatically run the automation, and have like maybe 10 blog articles ready in a day, where ideally you would vet through and it will already be on WordPress. So what happens is you just need to publish it and you'll be good to go. So this really helps you speed up your workflow and automate to an extent your blog writing strategy. And here I will share this whole collection with you. No, I have to do it another way. Give me a sec. I'll paste it in the chat. And oh, you know what? There's a even nicer landing page for you guys here. I'm pasting it. Boom. Taskade.com/kids. It's more presentable in this project. Updated in real time as well. So whatever you see here, you'll see in this taskade.com/kids. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go there in the first place. I don't know why I show you this project instead. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it for today. Let me know if you have any other questions or if you want me to show you some other stuff in Taskade that you don't really know how to use. I'll try and help you out. Yeah. Let's see. Boom. Okay. Let me move the screen. Okay. Thank you for joining me, guys. Narek and Dion, I saw that the chat is quite busy, but I just went on and on. Let me just read through and hope that I didn't miss anything important. Let me see. Yeah, and if you have like any requests or something, just reach out to us on socials. We check them daily. Most of the kits are customer requests, so we get them from I think Reddit our Facebook group, and we also have a Telegram channel where we just chat with people. Yeah, so most of the kits I get from there. So if you do have something that can possibly help your workflow, let me know, and the team will try and create it for you. Mhm. Okay, I believe all of the questions have been answered. Let me see. Mhm. Cool. New tables coming soon. Hey. All right. So I think there's a question on any chance to send response to incoming webhooks. Do you mean like when you send an email to the webhook, you want a response back via email? Is that what you mean? Automation trigger webhook. Automation takes the actions and sends data back to the webhook. I actually haven't tested it, but let me try it out right now. Let me check. Um, you want to send data back to the webhook, so that means it has to be the webhook to return a response. Okay, I believe Dion is furiously typing right now. There we go. Dion has spoken. So the webhook receives but does not respond. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Okay. I'll leave the stream open so that you know Dion can and Narek can help you guys out, and I'll still be in the chat for a few more minutes. But yeah, if you have any other questions, just let me know. We'll try to help you out. Regarding the webhook question, I'm not really experienced in that. I only know how to use it as a trigger, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is supported yet. But Dion will be helping us out. He says that it makes sense. He'll check in with the team on where we are at with this. Yeah. So there we go, guys. I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning the automation part of Taskade. Still trying my best. I usually use it as a project management app, and I have some agents and simple automations with agents inside them. Mailhook for me, it's not really technical, but I haven't really used Mailhook before. So uh, yeah, I believe it's a very useful feature, and I'll try to use it more in my daily workflows. Uh, yeah. So this is a very interesting use case for me. I haven't thought of that yet. Yeah. So thanks, Dion. Thanks for the questions, and Narek, thank you for being here as well. Uh, yeah, this was fun. I'll leave the stream on so that you guys can finish answering the questions and everything. But as usual, I'll be here next week, same time as well, with more updates. And yeah, just let me know yeah, let me know if you have anything that you want me to cover next week, and I'll be here. All right, cool. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week. Cheers.